Good morning, class 8th. Today we will continue with lesson 3, tables in Access. This will be your last class for this particular lesson, and in next class we will continue with new chapter. Okay, and by the end of the session I'll be providing you a worksheet that will be your worksheet 2 of this particular lesson that you have to do and submit it by coming Sunday, this week Sunday. Okay, so let's start with the class. In the previous class we have discussed various operations on fields that you can do, so we'll be continuing with that topic only. In previous class we have done how to add a new field, and today we will discuss how to delete a field. Okay, so let's start with the steps first, how we can do that. So to delete a field, if that field is not required in your database, then you can delete it by doing the steps. In the design view, you can select the field row in the table that you want to delete. You just have to click on it and then click the delete row option over here in the tools group of the design tab. Okay, and the selected field that you have clicked will get deleted from the table. Okay, this is how you can delete a field, very easy. And you can delete a field from context menu also. What is context menu? By right clicking on it, you can do that also. One option is this, design. Go to design tab, click on the field that you want to delete and click on delete row. Second option is you can also delete a field by right clicking on it and selecting delete rows option from context menu, or pressing the delete key from keyboard after selecting the rows. Okay, so one option is the option that I've told you in the previous slide. Second option is by right clicking on that field, just right click on that field and click on delete row. That particular field will get deleted. And next option, third option I can rather say, is just click on that field and press the delete key from your keyboard. That particular selected field will get deleted. Okay, don't get confused with this term of context menu. Context menu is something, the options that you get by right clicking on that particular area. Whenever you right click, the options that you get, like these options, will be termed as your context menu. Okay, so let's move forward with one more operation that you can do on a field, and that is moving a field. You can do that also. So these are the steps that you have to follow. To move a field, follow the given steps. In the design view only, select the fields you want to move, then press the left mouse button and drag the field to the desired location. You will find a line appearing between the fields as you drag over them. Okay, and wherever you want to place your field, just release your mouse button and your field will get located to a new location altogether. And one more shortcut is that press Ctrl+W keys to save the changes and close the table. This is the shortcut key to save the changes, Ctrl+W. You can do that. Okay, this is the option that I was talking about, that you can just click on it and drag it wherever you want to move it and just leave it over there. Your field will get moved. Okay, so this is it. And now next option and the last topic of this chapter is sorting data. Sorting basically means rearranging your data in either ascending or descending order. Okay, so in MS Access we can sort the data within a table with respect to any particular field. You can do that. So these are the steps that you have to follow. First of all, open your table in the data sheet view this time. Okay, and select the field that you want to sort, and then there is a drop down arrow, a small triangle is there, that is termed as your drop down arrow, that you have to click on the top of the field, and then various sub menu will appear in that drop down arrow. So you can either select A to Z sort or Z to A sort option. That is, A to Z is ascending order and Z to A is termed as descending order. So you can either select any option of your choice, and then you will be able to see the changes in your database. Okay, this is it. These are the options, and these options you will get by clicking on this drop down menu. Select the option whatever you want to select and click on OK button. This is how you can sort your data. Next is the worksheet that you have to do. One thing I want to make very clear to all of you, that the slides that we have seen just now, this will be your classwork, and I'm repeating it again, and I have done it in the previous classes also, that no need to draw these diagrams. I'll show you the example, this one. No need to draw all of this. You just have to write the content that is available in the PPT that you can see right now. Just write the content as your classwork. No need to draw these diagrams. This is just for your reference. I have to teach you, right? So that's why I take a screenshot of it and I insert it in these slides to make things clear to all of you. Okay, so no need to make all of this. Just write the content as your classwork, and this worksheet will be termed as your homework that you have to submit by Sunday, both classwork and homework. So let's discuss your worksheet. This is the second worksheet of this chapter and the last worksheet. True false statements are there. First is hyperlink data type stores a link for a web page. The primary key option is present in the home tab. You just have to write true or false for the following. Ctrl+S keys are used to save the changes and close the table. Do remember one thing, Ctrl+S is meant for saving and not closing the table. For that I have told you the shortcut key as a note, if you remember. We have done it in today's class only. Okay, next we have OLE data type can store up to 2 GB of data. That's the storage limit. And the last is number data type is used to store text values, whether it's true or false. Okay, next we have match the following data. These are various options available, column A and column B. You just have to match and write the correct number in column B. Okay, and don't make it messy by drawing lines in between. Just write the numbers in column B. It will be easier for me to check also. And your last question is application based questions. First is Neha is creating following table in a database of her classmates, but she is confused among the fields and not able to decide which field is to be chosen to set as primary key. She is just getting confused with the primary key, which field should be chosen as the primary key. So according to you, which field can be designed as a primary key, you have to tell that, and why that particular field should be termed as primary key. You need to mention the reason as well in this question number 1. Okay, and next we have Rahul has created a database record containing the bill summary of purchased books. So he wants to attach a copy of bill as an image in his database. So can you suggest which data type he should use? So you need to mention the data type here. We have done various data type. So if an image needs to be inserted in the database, then which data type is used for the image, you need to tell that. That's it. These are mostly one word, two word answer that you have to do in C part of this worksheet. Okay, so that's it for today. Do submit your work on time, and if you face any query or any doubt, you have my WhatsApp number. You can let me know about it, or you can contact me on Google Classroom also. I'm available over there too. So thank you for today, and have a great day. Be safe.